Today I'm going to be showing off all my MOCs in one video. I hope you enjoy.
What's poppin'? I'm Peter and this is a brand new LEGO video where I'm going to be showing you all of my MOCs. Now I know normally I would not be making a video quite like this one. Normally I'd make videos about all of my MOCs individually, but this week I kind of
had a better idea.
And hopefully that will be fixed next week. So in the meantime, I thought I would take you through all of my MOCs, even the ones I haven't made videos about yet. And then I'm gonna try to give you guys a channel update because I don't exactly know where my channel is at right now and what you guys want, so I might need feedback on that as well. But for now, let's just get right into the MOCs. So I'm gonna spread these out so that you can actually see them better. You ready? So if you don't know what a MOC is, it's basically just when you take the Lego parts that you have and you build something out of them, not using the instructions. So basically a MOC stands for my own creation. So all of these are my own creations. They're not something that I built with an instruction manual, and none of them obviously are sets. And also one more side note, I have built more than this in the past, but this is just all the ones that I still have assembled, and a lot of them are sitting in my city over there. I know it's kind of dark, you can't really see it. But anyway, I moved this stuff from over there, which you can see is a little emptier now, and I moved it onto this table, and let's take you through it. So we're gonna start with the smallest ones in the front, the medium-sized ones in the middle, and then get to the largest ones in the back. So stick around for the end if you wanna see the really big ones, because some of them I actually haven't shown on camera, hint, hint. But for now, let's start over here with something that is actually very dear to me. This is the sporty potty, and I actually did make a video about these. I will link all the videos in the description, at least the ones I've made already. But anyway, as you can see, this is just a Audi racing sporty potty because you know, sometimes you just gotta go, right? Honestly, there's not that much to talk about with this one, but I did make a video on it and there are a lot of poop puns and potty puns in that video, so I suggest you go check it out. It is one of my favorite videos I've ever made. Next to that, we have this restaurant here, which actually my brother and I built when we were both really little, or maybe not really little, probably elementary school at least. There's no roof on this, there's not even a tiled like top, but my brother and I, we were really proud when we made it of this door here, this angled door, which we had learned the technique for probably around the time that we built this. There's a droid operating the kitchen here, and there's a cash register over here. You can't really see it. That's a clock piece, by the way. I don't know why we put a clock. And then over here, we used a flexi tube to make the sink, and all of this is very dusty, by the way. But then outside, we just have some seating. I think that's supposed to be a coffee machine. And then over here, I'm just gonna rip this off. You can see, uh-oh, everything's coming off, hold on. Okay, yeah, so in there you can see that it's supposed to be like fountain drinks and like soft serve, I think. But I know this is probably not why you clicked on the video, and I have not made a video about this one. So let's move on to something that I have made a video about, and this is actually my most recent MOC, the most recent MOC video I made, and there's not really that much to see, to be honest. You can see there's a little bit of an interior, but not very much there. And I'm kind of starting to get tired of this one, so I probably will take it apart. The video didn't do that well, so I guess you could go check it out if you want. I think it is a pretty good video, even if it didn't do that well. And there's the underside if you wanted to see it. Oh, also, this is my first freeform MOC, so I don't know, that might intrigue some people. Who knows? To the left of this one, we're going back to the MOCs that I haven't made videos about, and this is just one that I didn't think deserved an entire video on its own. It's like basically my first larger than minifig scale kind of figure that I've made, and there are some nice part usages here, but I don't know, it's just kind of small in general. There's a black colored octopus over here. I think that was a really good hairpiece, so that was kind of the inspiration for this whole thing. And then this head is just resting, there's a little peg there, and it rests in the hole on this cylinder piece. Also, the eyes are like little antenna pieces, except the antenna pieces broke off, and so I just used those pieces as eyes, and they look kind of angry. They're also wearing a mask because I couldn't figure out how to build a proper mouth on them, so I just kind of went the lazy route and said, why not a mask? And then it's just kind of resting on there, and you can kind of see the rest. Moving on from that one though, we have a cement mixer, which is kind of an unfinished MOC, to be honest. You can see there's no rear bumper, so I probably might make a video about this one if I ever finish it, but who knows. For now, it's just kind of sitting in my city, chilling, not doing very much. Also, the sticker application here is absolutely awful because this was from a set that was from like 2007 when my brother and I were really little. I actually remember the set that this came from. The little cement pieces that came with the set actually went down a vent, and that was kind of like really traumatic to have Lego pieces go down the AC vent, and I don't know why I remember that. Moving on from the cement truck though, we have a little hillside house rebuild that I did. There's a lot more parts here than the original hillside house. You can see that some of the tan windows are not from the original. The roof, there's more pieces there than the original had, and there's definitely a lot more white bricks than the original had.
And I'll show you how this opens up in just a second, because I haven't made a video about this. I might make a video about this someday, but I made this like in middle school sometime. This was one of my first MOCs before I really started to get back into Lego, and you can see the base plate is really dusty. I don't know how well you can see that. Hold on. There you go. You can see all the dust. It's really, really grimy, but the doorbell still works. You ready? Okay, yeah, nobody cares. There's a light brick in the attic that I think has died. Oh, maybe not. You can see a little something in there. But the attic kind of comes off like this. There's some old furniture designs in there. I was not very good at building furniture. More old furniture and old figs in here. Yeah, you can tell I wasn't really trying with the interior of this one, but the first floor is actually not bad. You can see there's kind of like a nice modern kitchen, a living room, and then also the staircase, because I don't know, for some reason it really feels weird to not have a staircase in a house if I'm trying to claim it's a full-size house. Since I haven't made a video about this one, I am going a little bit more in depth than normal. There is a path over here, a pool over here, and this is kind of a dog build right here. I don't know if it's very visible, but that's supposed to be like, I don't know, a wiener dog or something. Anyway, let's put that one back together and move on to the other medium builds. Okay, so this next one kind of fits the exact same color scheme, although it brings a little bit more blue. And this is one that I made a video on probably about a month or two ago now, not super long ago, definitely this summer still. And this is a post office MOC, or also I guess it's a converted classic gas station that was turned into a post office. So yeah, the sign is really floppy. It still falls over all the time. I did make a video on this one. I will link it in the description, just like I have all the others so far. I will go a lot more into depth there, but you can just kind of see a little sneak peek. This was also one of my first MOCs to have proper elevation change and terraforming, because this base was just from the original Hillside House set. And so this one was actually custom. It looks kind of blocky, but I feel like it fits the build here because it's meant to be kind of a blocky, sort of retro fictional build. I guess fictional isn't really the right word, but yeah, I do store this in my city, so I am pretty proud of this one. I don't think I'm going to be taking it apart anytime soon. Moving on from that, there's another MOC that you guys have never seen because I've never made a video on it. At least I've never finished a video on this. I actually built this like a couple years ago around the start of my YouTube channel, which is a lot older than you might think. Anyway, you can see I did try to add some greebling back here to make the parking lot look more decrepit. And up front I did not do the same. I actually haven't finished this build, so that's another reason I haven't made a video on it. And there's an AC unit on top, which I actually really like, but this is supposed to be an auto repair shop. Anyway, yeah, the interior is not very detailed, so that's another thing I would need to finish on this. It does have a garage door though. For some reason everybody thinks this is a fire station. I think that's because it's red, but it's not a fire station. It's an auto repair shop, or I guess a mechanic's shop is an easier way to say it. All right, we're over 2/3 done now. You guys can make it through the rest of the video, I promise. So this next one is the one that I kind of launched my channel. You know, it really got a lot of views when I uploaded it, because this was made for the Jackhammers International MOC Day, and that was kind of what brought the first publicity to my channel, because other people were scrolling through the playlist, they saw this and they're like, hey, that doesn't look bad. It's just some cabins in the forest or whatever. So each of these cabins do have interiors though. You can check that out in the actual video, but for now, that's all you get to see. There also used to be like more water detailing in here, but I had to take that out just because I'm going to keep this in my city long term and I don't want to use all my parts. All right, moving on to the big four, the biggest, tallest ones in the back here. That one I have not made a video about yet. I do plan to make a video about that one. That is like my personal house where my sig fig lives. It's one of the largest houses I've ever, actually I think it is the largest Lego house I've ever made. So hopefully I will make a video on that one. I'm not going to spoil everything now, but I've been rambling too long. That one hasn't had a video either. This one has, you know, it's just kind of like a townhouse. I built this for my dad, and I think it turned out pretty well. I wish that I had incorporated some more colors though. This video actually really took off when it came out. It seems that people really enjoyed this MOC, so if you want to go give it a watch, I would really appreciate that. There's also a tree in the back, which I'm kind of proud of because I'm not very good at building trees. And this one does have a full interior as well. So like I said, you can go check it out. I feel like I'm shouting myself out to way too much. I don't want this video to be like 20 minutes long, so if you want to go check out any one of these or all of them, I would really appreciate that. You know, whatever piques your interest. Okay, I cannot shout myself out on this one though because I have not made a video about this one, because this one is another unfinished MOC. And this one is like, it's kind of supposed to be a transition between the modulars and like the not modular buildings that are smaller. So it's kind of not the full height of a modular building, but it's kind of the full width and has the sidewalk of a modular building. So yeah, it's not very detailed right now. I need to add some more detail. And also the yard is pretty plain. There's just nothing back here. So yeah, there's a lot of blank surfaces on this one. The interior is still also very blank. Yeah, so probably gonna have to put some more work into this one, make it tip-top shape, and then I will have a video out on this one for you guys sometime in the future. Again, next to that we have this coffee shop, which is actually the first modular building I ever made, and it looks pretty good on its own, but it doesn't really fit in with the other modular buildings. So instead of putting it in my city all the way over there, I put it in my display shelf over there so that it can sit and be in the background of my videos. I do the same thing for the sporty potty because this one is pretty special to me. Around back, we have a really tall staircase, maybe kind of like a fire escape. I'm not sure. This one also has a light brick that doesn't seem to be working, so that's unfortunate. To be honest, the interior on this one is pretty bad, although it's not the worst interior I've ever done. It's definitely not as bad as this one over here, so I'm kind of okay with it. There's also some missing glass. You can see I can just stick my finger through all these windows. These are the only ones that actually have window panes in them. So I suppose it's not finished. It's like there's 4 window panes missing, but yeah, it's effectively finished. And also I did some custom stickering, which I really think actually turned out okay. So Corner Coffee News. I guess this place is called Corner Coffee. All right, last but certainly not least, we have my Sig Figs suburban house. And I made this house because I really like suburban houses. I like how they look. I mean, there's a lot of varieties of them, but like you can kind of tell the vibe of this one that I was going for. The front is unfortunately a little lackluster, especially in this area. I wish I'd done some more detailing, but you can see it's pretty big, and I think the size might make up for it because this chimney is also pretty detailed. You can see there's a white Erling there. I don't know why I included white ones. I can just replace those and actually before I make the video. So I feel like I owe it to you guys to go through this one because I've been kind of hyping this up for like a couple months now. So here's what the interior is so far. Also, the backyard is really plain. I don't like that. But here's what the interior is so far. There's a bedroom here, the master bedroom, which is actually the smallest of them because I don't know, I don't feel like I need that big of a bedroom. I forgot to leave a hole in the floor for the staircase to come through, so that's where the staircase should be. And then there's also an office here, which kind of fell apart. Yeah, I'll make a video on this one sometime, I promise. The bottom floor, however, is a lot more detailed, and it actually has a staircase with red carpeting, a red fridge, and a red telephone to accent that. And then over here, you can see there's a kitchen, which is kind of like a gourmet style kitchen with a peninsula and an island. And there's just fancy schmancy stuff. I think there might even be stuff in the drawers, but I don't really feel like checking. The fireplace is supposed to have a light brick, but it doesn't really seem to be working either. Dining room, living room, a doggo again, a little doggo. I don't know, I like doggos even though I'm slightly allergic to them. I just detached its tail, oopsie. That one's, I think, supposed to be a poodle because of the tail. And then over here, we do have a garage with a working garage door. Pretty simple, just some hinge bricks or like a Technic brick with a pin. Also, I thought I'd mention the roof does not quite fit on the first floor because of the chimney and also a little thing out back, which is preventing it from going on. But that's what it would look like if it was only one floor. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed seeing all my mocks, but before you leave, I do have kind of like a channel update sort of. I do want to hear you guys' feedback, so please stick around to hear what I have to ask and what I have to say and what my plans are for the future of this channel.
I did write some notes here. I should probably use them. Anyway, I was going to say that I'm moving my Friday upload schedule to Saturdays because Friday seems kind of crowded anyway, and most of the time I upload my videos late like this one is. I delay videos so often that I might as well just say that they're going to be uploaded Saturday and then occasionally maybe upload them a day early or something. Speaking of my upload schedule though, I would like to continue weekly uploads even into the school year because I'm starting online, and so hopefully I will have a bit of extra time to make videos. I do really want to keep making videos though, and I don't want to drop on my YouTube channel for the entire school year because that would kind of suck. So I know viewership is probably going to drop when school starts because that's just kind of how it works. People don't have as much time. I won't have as much time to make videos, but I am going to try to keep making them, hopefully weekly, but it would kind of suck to only upload one video a month. So I'm going to try to keep going as best as I can. Okay, moving on, I do need your input on this one. So what type of videos do you guys enjoy most? So like leave a comment telling me if there's a specific video that you really enjoy that you want to see me make more of or something similar to. Let me know in the comments which type of video, if there's a favorite video you have or if there's a favorite series you have, or just if you like all the spontaneous random videos. I want to know what is the video, what type of video do you enjoy most? Like when it comes out, what are you most excited to watch? What is something that you're gonna click on rather than some of my other videos? So that was the first question I had. The other question kind of ties into it. It's, are you guys subscribed? Because I feel like some of you are, some of you aren't. My analytics say that 80% of people aren't, but like, why? I don't know if it's that my subscribers aren't watching my videos or that people that do watch my videos just aren't subscribed, but I don't know why 80% of people wouldn't be subscribed. It doesn't really add up in my head. Let me know in the comments if you're not subscribed, why you're not gonna subscribe, and if you are subscribed, what did you subscribe for? Like what is like I said in the first question, what is the video you want to see? Okay, I think that is all I had to say, so I'm gonna cut off this video here. It is really long already, so I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Thanks for watching and see ya.